Hi, I'm Tom Scarpello of Revology Cars, and this is car number 249, a 1966 Mustang GT convertible in Gulfstream Aqua with ivory interior. Today I'm going to take you on a walk around of this car and we're going to go for a drive. Let's get started. (1966) Mustang GT convertible, Gulfstream Aqua. I know what you're thinking. Hey, wait a second, Gulfstream Aqua wasn't available in 1966. Well, if you're thinking that, you'd be right. It actually came out in 1968. It was available on Mustang and several other Ford models in 68, 69, 70. It was also available on some Lincoln and Mercury models under different names, but it's a great looking color. It is a 60s color. It is so period correct, and it looks great on a 66. We love it, and that's the great thing about Revology Mustang. You kind of do your own thing. This car is a 66 GT, 66 grille, the fog lamps, of course, all LED lighting, as with all Revology Mustangs. At the side, the 17-inch style aluminum wheels. This one has the argent painted inserts, the white GT stripe with the GT badging. This was a homage to the Ford GT stripe, and it kind of tied the Mustang in with Ford's racing program back then in the mid-60s. At the back, 66 GT with the GT fuel cap, the exhaust exiting through the rear valance. So hard-pressed to distinguish this car from an original 66 GT by looking at the exterior. You would notice the larger wheels and tires though, but other than that, not really a whole lot to tip you off that you're not looking at an original 66 GT. In the interior, the client opted for the vinyl interior. This is a Mercedes vinyl, so it's very durable, very resistant to abrasion, sun loading, will last a long time. It has a bit of a coarser grain. The leathers that we use are mostly Napa, and the Napa is a very smooth leather. This vinyl is a bit coarser, which is fine. It's just a different appearance. The dash is black, and it gives a nice contrast here, the matching black carpet. It's really sharp looking interior. Client opted for the 6-style cluster with the aluminum veneer, which is a bit of a sporty look. And of course, this car, being a 10R80 equipped car, comes with our new T-handle shifter, which I introduced in a previous video. Really cool feature, and it's been extremely well received so far. So let's go for a drive. All right, car number 249. Here we go. This is another one of the Gen 4 Coyote engines that we have recently started delivering. Gen 4 in a long line of distinguished performance V8 engines from Ford. You know, it wasn't that long ago that people were predicting the demise of the internal combustion engine. Some said by 2030, everyone's going to be driving EVs, no more ICE. Well, that clearly hasn't happened with the bankruptcies of the EV companies and the tanking in values of EVs. And the market has just really demonstrated that it's not ready for that transition yet. And there's a lot of other issues, infrastructure issues and things. I do think it will get there eventually. I think we all just got really overly excited and tried to get there faster than anyone was ready. At Revology, we never pivoted to EV, and I don't say that because we're a bunch of geniuses. We just know our customer, and that's not part of this experience. You know, the Revology Mustang is more than just a product. It's about the experiences you can have with the product. That's the important thing, that you can go places and do things and have experiences with loved ones. Part of that experience is the ICE, the internal combustion engine. It's the feel, the sound, that rumble. An EV can catapult you from 0 to 60 faster than an ICE, but it doesn't do it with that feel, that sound. And that's the experience is what matters. People don't use horses for transportation anymore. They're pretty much obsolete as a transportation tool, but people enjoy horses. It's not about the absolute speed, it's about how it does something. The mechanical watch. People are still enamored with mechanical watches. Although you can get an Apple Watch, it'll do way more and do everything better. But that's not the point. How does that mechanical watch go about doing what it does is the interesting thing, and how this internal combustion engine works and sounds and feels, and the thrum, the vibration that you get. It's all part of that experience. We don't think that's going away. Will the industry continue to migrate towards EVs? Sure, it'll have its fits and starts, but eventually, we'll move that way because it is a good solution, and with improvements in technology, it'll continue to get better. But will there be a place for an internal combustion engine? Absolutely, there's no question. Maybe it's going to be a niche, pleasure vehicles only. Sure, but there will be a place for it because of that unique experience that you get. There is just nothing like being in a '66 Mustang Convertible with the top down, listening to the burble of that V8 engine. At least for a moment, everything is right with the world.